Good morning, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Let's see, I'm working on my PhD. Project's half done. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We are going to hop right in. If you like that mug or other stamping mugs or apparel, go to stampersdelightshop.com where you can purchase these items, and we do ship globally. Also, not to forget, Donna Gray and I have the One Sheet Wonder monthly club going on this month with Earthen Elegance. You will receive some product with that, plus at least 12 ideas for a One Sheet Wonder. I know that this month mine was already 12 cards, so when Donna adds hers, you're going to get more bang for your buck. Don't forget that we have the Designer Series paper sale going on. All the links will be below. If you have a problem with the link, please let me know. Sometimes it does happen and they get broken, and I can fix that. For the month of June, I have my ink and tiled fun fold class going on. You do have to sign up by June 10th so I can get everything out to you by the 20th. Also for this month, when you place an online order or call me with an order, you're going to receive 2 card kits using the circled sayings and the delightfully eclectic designer series paper. You will get a PDF, and you can put the card together with the PDF. Now, the designer series paper will vary. You do need the stamp set to finish the cards. If you don't have that stamp set, you can add your own sentiments. Anything punched out, I will do ahead of time for you in the card kits. So let's get started. A couple of other reminders. The Welcome in Paper Pumpkin ends June 10th. You want to sign up for that, definitely. And you can do an add-on and get the little dies here to match that. It does coordinate with the Country Suite Inn. Again, that ends June 10th. If you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up! And my team, you're going to want to check out the starter kit. It's called the Starter Kit Plus because normally you get $125 of product your choice for $99. For the month of June, you can pick out $155. That's $30 more. Plus, you'll get your catalogs, your business supplies, access to the Stampin' Up! Website, and also access to my Stampers Delight team Facebook page. We do team chats, we do virtual swaps. We have a lot of fun, so definitely check that out. It's worth its weight in gold right now because not only do you get $155 of merchandise, your choice, for $99, if for whatever reason you don't want to continue, you get to keep all that. So definitely think about that. If you have any questions, contact me, stampersdelight.com. Okay? All right, so before we get started with the Fun Fold Friday, I want to show you and give a shout out to some cards that I recently received. This one is from Janice Driver, and this is a little stand-up card. Thank you, Janice. This one is from Yvonne. Such cute ideas. This one is from Alex, and I love the little note card and how she did that with the circle dies. And this one with the little hedgehogs is from Kathy. Thank you so much, Kathy. We have a Thinking of You card, and that's from one of my team members, Carol Underwood. This was a sympathy card. Thank you so much, Carol. So those are my shout outs today. Now, before I get started, I also have a lot of other samples to show you, and this was from the Leaders Swap, and these are all new items. So this is from Leah Menken, and I'm sorry if I pronounce your names wrong. I apologize for that. Delightfully Eclectic. That is getting to be a definite top seller here. This one is from Barbara Dykehouse, and Barbara does come to my classes, my in-person classes, so shout out to Barbara. I haven't used that set yet. And that's why I like doing the swaps, because I get some great ideas. This one is from Carol Slack. So cute. And I haven't started, I'm so bad right now, but Father's Day is right around the corner, and I just haven't even gotten started with that. Both my dad and my father-in-law have passed away, and now, of course, my husband. But I do have, you know, other people I send Father's Day cards to, like my brother, who's my son's godfather. So, and of course, you can mix and match, make these birthday cards. This is from the Inked and Tiled set. And that's the one I'm going to be using for my, online class for June. And that is from Janice Charbona. And again, I know I'm pronouncing these names wrong. I apologize. This one is from Susie Woolever. I like how she added so many different elements here. What a great card. Thank you, Susie. Whoop, that one fell out. I hope I get the right one. This is from Jan Shore. And again, this was from the Leaders Group. I love this right here. And I love that Berry Burst is back. I think this one fell out of this. Yes. Okay, this is from Kathy Johnson. Another Father's Day card. And I haven't even played with this set yet. So I'm looking forward to playing with that. So glad you're my dad. This one is from Karen Titus. Happy retirement. Love that, Karen. Love the happy retirement. So you can see different sentiments for that. This is Amy Wilson. Another great stamp set I haven't played with yet. This is from Julie Salva. Great for teenagers, right? This one has a lot of different elements. I like that. This is from Sharon Robinson. Such great ideas. Thank you, ladies. Oh, Happy Day. That is from Kathy Miller. Hi, Kathy. I know Kathy usually watches and comments. Don't forget to sign up for my free newsletter. Follow me on Facebook and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is from Angela Walters. Now, you're going to see a lot of cards with this. This is that Country in Sweet Dies. Love these for all the different stamp sets that we have. This one is from Candy. And Candy, let me see if I can read your last name. Sereno, maybe? Sorry, I can't read that. It's too small for my old eyes. Love the black and white. Here's another. This owl set is just so cute. Thinking of You Today. This is from, let's see, where is your name on here? Oh, Stephanie Flath. Great for a little bookworm person, right? That loves to read. I know a few of them. Here's another card using that stamp set. A little fun fold here. And that is from Cindy Everworts. Again, I know I'm not saying the names right. I apologize. My swap I don't have here, but you've seen me do the stargazing. My swap was a stargazing card, and this one is also, and this is from Jenna Roby. And I love that cute little fun fold there. Thank you, Jenna. This has become, and what she did was she took that holographic paper and stamped with StazOn on that. So you can stamp on the holographic paper. This is becoming a real popular suite. We have another fun fold right here. Love You Always. I love the little postage thing. This is Rhonda Bassler. Love those colors too. And then we have this one. This is with the suite we're going to be using today, Earthen Elegance. And another little quick fun fold. And this is from Kathy Morgan. Hey, Kathy, thank you so much. So we'll leave that one out there because this is the suite that I'm going to be using today. And you can see she stamped and then cut out that vase or vase, whichever you say it. And this card, they use the designer series paper. And I love this, right? Isn't that great with the strips? And this is from Jan Rodden. And then she also did the strip right here. So great ideas. Thank you all so much for joining that swap. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to move those cards out of the way, show you what we're going to be using today. So on page 70, I'm going to be using the Earthen Elegance. I'm also going to be adding the standalone dies, Nested Essentials. Don't forget to look in the back of the book, okay, because there are some standalone dies. And this one is getting to be one of my favorites. You've got the banner, you got the rectangle with the rounded edges, and of course you've got this one. The other thing that I'm going to be using is the twisted rope. I think the twisted rope goes great with these cards. So let's check it out. Here is the twisted rope embossing folder. And then here are those nested dies. Nested essential dies. Look at those. Aren't they great? And of course they got that stitched edge. Everything will be on my blog, Stampersdelight.com, later today. Again, if you have any trouble with any of my links, please let me know. Earthen Texture is the suite that we're using. And here are the dies. And of course mine are all willy-nilly here because I've been using them. I usually try to keep them a little straight, but... So those are the dies. Now the paper, I'll just show you some of the papers. Mine are all cut up because I've been using these. And then of course you have the rope, natural rope, or what is it, natural trim it's called. Okay. All right, so let's look at some samples first. This I did on my scrapbook Sunday using that suite. And this was my husband playing golf last year. Same pictures, but different elements in that. I don't know how he did that. I found it on his computer. Look at that tree right there. So I couldn't decide which one I liked better, so I put both on there. And this was the same day. He was golfing with his friend John and his son Chris. Sorry, just had a moment there. So this is the scrapbook pages I did with the Earthen Elegance. A couple of cards that I created. You know how I like my little note cards. So here's a quick and easy note card. Of course, that's using the Pretty Peacock. So don't forget those great note cards. Then I used the designer series paper as my background. And this, I believe, was Smoky Slate and Basic Gray. There's a piece of designer series paper back there. Some of the elements from the dies. And of course, those two great dies here. You are proof there is good in the world. I love that sentiment. So there's another one for you. Here's one that I distressed that. That's with the new Pebbled Path. I have to keep reminding myself of the names here. Pebbled Path. And a little crumb cake. Now, you probably can't see the embossed edges there, back there, but that's what this die does. It doesn't cut anything out. It embosses it. And it's almost like that rope. And of course, here I use the handles, the die to make a handle. Here I use the designer series paper instead of stamping them. And something just happened. Give me one moment. I'm sorry. Hopefully my screen comes back. Let's just wait a second. Let me just flip this. See if I can get the screen back. There we go. Sorry about that. I thought I put my phone on mute or silent so no calls could come through, but it looks like one did, and I apologize for that. So there is this card, a thank you card. The next one I did was with the Designer Series paper. And this I wanted to show you because this die right here is that vase. And if you do it the opposite way, your sentiments fit in there. So you can use that as a sentiment die. How cool is that? And then the last one before we do the fun fold is this one here with the mauve. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, back up. I didn't want to show you that one. Well, I did, but you didn't see the whole thing. All right, let's do the fun fold. I always like to keep you guessing. So the fun fold, I'm going to use 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock. This is a tower card, and it's an easy, quick tower card. And we are going to take that base, and we are going to score it at 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, very easy to remember. And then I'm going to swing that arm out and do it at 8 inches. Probably the easiest tower card you'll ever do. Okay. Once we are done with that, we are going to burnish this really well with our bone folder. And I'm going to show you how that works. Okay, so you take this end and you're going to glue that right here. And you have a tower card. And when you glue it, once you glue it, it will flatten out. Okay? I'm not going to do that yet because I want to decorate it. So what I'm doing is with the Earthen Elegance, I cut out 4 strips. And the strips are 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. I like to keep it simple. So these are 2 inches. So these are going to go right on here. Just like that. So let's go ahead and do that. And you can mix and match the colors and the paper, but I really wanted to use this one. So I am going to place one here. I'm using my Stamp and Seal. You can use whichever adhesive you'd like. Oh, there we go. And the last one. The dimensions will also be on my blog. Just go to the links below. And that's the start of it, okay? Now, I'm going to take this flap, and I'm going to just use my Stamp and Seal. I am going to go ahead and glue that together, just like that. There's my card. What I'm going to do is just burnish this again, making sure that everything is flat. And there's my tower. Okay, so the next part is, remember those essential dies. There they are. That's the largest one, and that's the next size. I'm going to layer those up, but before I layer them, I want to add a little texture to that. So I'm going to bring in my machine here. I'm using plate number 1 and plate number 4. I'm going to go ahead and take the rope. And the fun thing about this is, since it's being layered, I can do both of them at the same time. I'm just going to put them both in there. I'm going to run that through. Did I get the whole thing? I don't think I did. Let me see. Nope, I didn't. Let me run it through again. Make sure it's on the plate the whole way. And we're going to move that. And now I have my front. I'm going to go ahead and glue that on there right now. You know me, I'll probably lose a piece. Okay, now this is going to go right on the front here, just like that. But you need something to hold that in place. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take my same color so it matches. And I'm going to cut a 1-inch strip. And this will be by 2. And that's going to be by 2. So this is 2 inches, so you're just going to score that at the 1-inch mark. Definitely leave me comments. I do read them. I do answer them. Let me know how you like the Fun Fold Friday. If you're where you're watching from, and if it's your first time watching. Also, don't forget that I am going to be giving away free from all the orders starting June 1st, one of these mini embossing machines, the Boho Blue. When I reach my incentive trip, that's just a fun giveaway I like to do to thank everybody. And I am 5,500 points away. Okay, just so you know. All right, now what I'm going to do is I am going to lay these, the folded edge right to that folded edge, just like this. And I want to see, I want to put that right in the middle. So I'm eyeballing it, but you're going to glue this side, put a lot of glue on that. You're going to put it right in the center, butt it up right next to that score line. Do the same thing with this one, leaving just a little gap there. And then you're going to do the same thing here. I'm using a lot of Stamp and Seal because this is a mechanism. We are going to lay that down right here. And then look, it pops up. So it will stand up just like that. Now we're going to decorate the front. So I already have a couple of these that I had done earlier. So I'm just going to use those up. So I have these 2 vases or vases. I'm going to go ahead and put those on. Grab some more dimensionals. You can see I'm using the edges of mine. Okay, now I have these flowers, but I need some more flowers. So what I'm going to do is bring in a piece of Very Vanilla. I'm going to do a little stamping. So I'm going to bring in a pecan pie. And I don't need the whole stem, but I'm going to bring in, that's the Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to bring in Peacock here. And let's do a mauve. So we'll go ahead and see if I have room for 2 of them. I think I do. There's the pieces I wanted to use. I'm going to close up these inks before I get them all over. Bring in my die cutting machine. And my dies for this. So we have this one. Let me see if I have my tape here or my Post-it notes. Where are they? There's my painter's tape. I'm going to use my painter's tape. I switch back and forth between painter's tape and Post-it notes. You only need a little. I'm not too worried about the stems. And then let's grab this one. Just don't overlap your dies, you'll ruin them. Take a little bit there. And then I'm going to use this one. I think I'll do this one over here so I don't get those too close. Let's run that through. Take those off. A lot of times I leave the painter's tape right on my die because I can reuse that. This one, I have to cut another one out. Let's do that. But I can't see it, so let's take that off for a minute and put that right on here. Go. I'm going to take those off. You see that they're still on my dies, and I'm leaving them on my die because I can reuse that a few times. I'm going to take the next piece, which is this viney thing. And I just thought of this, so I am going to use some gold paper here. And I have this distressed gold, and you can see I keep my scraps in these great little handy dandy files from Stamp and Storage. I'm going to cut out a couple of these now. I tap it. It comes right out. Like that. There we go. All right, let's move this over. And now we're going to arrange these guys. So I'm going to put the gold behind that, make it pop. First, I'm going to put it on the right side. There we go. This one I'm going to have here. This one I'm going to have here. And then I have these little guys. So we're going to go like that. Once I arrange them, what I'm going to do is just take an itty bitty, real little bit of liquid glue here. And then layer them back up the way I want them. I'm not worried about the bottoms because you're not going to see too much of that. This is a silicone mat, large clear one. A lot of people ask me about that. I got that on Amazon. Sometimes it's just easier to have a large one. Here's my first bouquet. Let's put it on here. Just make sure you wipe it off before you put your card there. Just enough to hold it in place. we go. I am going to bring in my 2 vases or vases. I'm going to add those right here. Do the same thing with this one. And this one I'm going to cut off part of those. You see the stems are longer than I want. You can cut them off or you can just fold it up, but I'm going to cut this off. Okay. I've already got my dimensionals on there, so it's sticky enough. I'm just going to run some of that adhesive down here to make sure it sticks. And then I am going to add those to the front of my card, just like this. This one is going to overlap just a little bit, just like that. And then those can be flapping if you want them, but they're heavy, so they're not moving too much. When you open the card, it looks like this. Look at that. I will show it to you. I'll flip the camera later. Now for my sentiment, I'm just going to take a strip of Very Vanilla that I have left from something else. I am going to grab, I'm going to go with the, which color do I want to go with? I think I'll go with the Peacock. Any color will match. Thank you. And I'm going to add that right here with a dimensional. Before I do that, let me grab a little ribbon. Let's use some of that great ribbon. I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to add a little bit of ribbon. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think I'll do it that way. I'm just going to add a little bit of ribbon here. Cut that off. I'm going to trim it later. Just again to add a little texture. I already got the dimensional on there, so I'm going to run some of that glue right across it. And then I'm just going to snip this off. I just want a little bit of that trim showing. I think that one's okay. Okay. Now I'm going to take a piece of white. And remember, this is 1 3/4. So I am going to make this 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. Maybe a little bit bigger. And that will fit right on here. Actually, let me make it smaller. So about 1 1/2 by 5. Let's do it with 5. Okay. And you can put that on any of the back panels. You can put it here. I mean, it doesn't really matter which panel. But you know what? I don't want that. I want Very Vanilla. So let's cut that again. And there's the 1 1/2 inch. I'm just going to go up a notch or 2. Don't know whether it's 7/8, whatever it is, by 5. Okay. Now it'll fit on there. You'll still have a little of that designer series paper. Let's bring in a piece of scrap paper. And I already have these inked up, so I'm not even going to re-ink them. I'm just reusing them. And this is where you would put your sentiment. I mean, your other sentiment that says thank you. We're going to use with gratitude. And this is where you would sign the card. They could stand this up on their desk, at work, or anywhere they want. I'm just going to put that right in there. And there's my stand-up card. I'm going to flip the camera for a second so you can see. And it stands up. Let's flip it back down and add some gems. I have the 4 tinsel pack. I love these tinsel ones. I want to add a little color to this. So I am going to use something that's going to show up. I think the green will show up nicely. Yes, it does. And there I have it finished off. So let's grab an envelope. And I don't want to use this, so I'll use that for something else. So I think I'm just going to stamp the envelope this time. I'm going to grab my peacock. I'm going to grab my, what other one do I want? I want my mauve, but I don't remember where I put it. Okay, I know I moved it out of my way. Oh, there it is. It's buried. Okay, we're going to use the mauve. And we'll use the pecan pie again. So there I have a nice little envelope for it. Keep those open so I can use them again. And the card does fit inside here, depending on how puffy you make it. You have to just put it in there, and there it fits. I would also do the lip of your envelope too. So again, this is my Easy Tower card. Still shots will be on my blog. Look at that back. What'd you think? Do you love it? I love this card. I love this fold. Okay, so now let me show you two others that I did. And here is the mauve. And you can see I used that rope trim or the trim right there. And again, it stands up. There's my back. Quick, easy tower card. There is one more here somewhere. Oh, here, it's right in front of me. Okay, so that's another one that I did. And then here is one in the pretty peacock. Now this one, I only used one of those dies, and then I decided I liked it layered better. But you can do it either way. And there, again, it stands up. Those are my tower cards. Want to see one more? We'll do a quick and easy card on the fly. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. Let's use a different piece of designer series paper. I'll use this one. And I think I have a half a sheet of Misty Moonlight. I'm going to cut this one at 4. Actually, I'm going to cut it a little different. I'm going to cut this piece at 3 3/4 by 5. I'm going to layer a piece of Berry Vanilla behind it so it pops out a little bit more. I'm liking that. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and layer that down. I'm going to grab that trim and I'm going to tie a knot on this one. I'm just going to wrap that around. I'll do it from this side, I think. Depends on where I want my knot. Don't want the knot in the middle, so I'm going to try to move that over. I want it more over on that side. There we go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to bring in, I have a lot of scraps, I think, here. Let's see if I can use some of those scrap pieces up. Scrap pieces. So let's use some of those for the vases or vases. This will fit there. This little one, will it fit there? Just makes it, I think. All right, let's do that. Let's make some vases using my scrap pieces. And this one I want the wood. I think it might just make it. Yep. Good. Okay, let's put those back. I'm going to bring in one more little die here. And that is the little handles. So here I have the little handles. And let's see what other piece I have left. Ooh. Okay, so I have this piece. What's on the other side? Here, let's go with that. Let's do all designer series paper. See how it comes out. So there's the little handle. And I can layer these right here. There's the little handle. You could use either side. I really want that to pop, so I'm going to add a little glue here and put the handle up here. And that I'm going to put right there. Now I'm going to grab some more dies here. I'm not going to stamp them. I think I'm just going to grab these two right here. And let's use some peacock and some gold maybe. So let's do the large one in peacock. I'll do that to the side. I might do it to the side. Let me bring it in. It's easier for me to bring it in. Okay, so I am going to do this. Go. And the other die, whoop, is right here. Again, I'm going to grab that distressed gold. And I'm going to cut one of those out. See how this looks. Okay, so this is going to go right here, and I think I'm going to layer these two right on top of each other, just like that. That's going to go behind this. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to just add a little glue here first. Lay this one down. Lay this one down, up a little higher. That's going to go right there. Again, using dimensionals. Now I'm, again, using up my sheets. So I'm going to take this long piece. I'm going to add that right there. I'm going to add just a snippet. I don't know how that paper got on there. Just take that off. There we go. Add that one right there. Oop, forgot to take that off. Okay, there we go. This one I'm going to add right here. You notice I don't have any flowers on that one. I don't need them. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that little trick that I found, which is using this die, taking a piece of very vanilla, and cutting that out. Now that both sides, this is more flat, that has a rounded edge, but it looks so good as the sentiment. Okay, and I don't think it really matters which way you use it, but look at that. Look at that. Or you could put it up here. But I'm going to put it down here. I don't want to mess up my flowers. I am going to use You Always Know Just What to Say and Do. Let's see. Do I have a Misty Moonlight here? I want Misty Moonlight. I don't think I brought it over. Let me grab my Misty Moonlight. I usually have 2 sets of everything, one on my table when I'm recording and one on my work table, but I didn't order these all yet. Okay, so we are going to use You Always Know Just What to Say. We're going to add that right in the center. We are going to grab another piece of my dimensional edges. Add that right there. I'm going to grab an inside. And this is probably one of my newest favorite sayings. You are proof there is good in the world. But I didn't want that color. So let's clean that off real quick. Okay. I want Misty Moonlight. Just going to grab this one. Again, grabbing a piece of blotter paper, which is under here. Envelope. While I have it out, let's just do the envelope real quick. There we go. This is going to go on the inside. This. How did you like my One Sheet Wonder Wednesday? Let me know if you'd like to see more of those. And there we go with that. We are going to bring in those gems. And I am going to switch to the lighter pink here. There we go with our gems. And there we have a card on the fly, using that sentiment, that vase die as your sentiment die. I hope you enjoyed these cards and the Fun Fold for Fun Fold Friday. Let me know which one was your favorite. Also, don't forget to sign up for my newsletter, follow me on Facebook, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let's bring those back in again. So we have that one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And then, of course, the tower cards, which I'm going to flip the camera and show you those one more time. Okay, so let me flip the camera. And here are the tower cards that we just did. I never know which way to go with this. So I'm just twirling. Whoop. Doesn't stand up too good on my hand. And here we have the one that we just did. And of course, the Moody Mauve. So what fun cards, right? And it's so easy to do, that Fun Fold. So I hope you enjoyed this segment of Fun Fold Friday. And until next time, keep on stamping, Stampers. Bye.